welcome to Book Caterpillar. My name is Deethya and today I'm going to be summarizing Nancy Drew and the Clue Crew, book number 2. This story starts with Nancy Drew and her friends Bess and George sitting on the porch making ice cream. They call their ice cream Clueberry. Bess is really wanting to taste it, but she forgets about tasting the ice cream when her friend Kendra comes near and says, "I have a secret I need to tell you." And Kendra says it's her ice cream for the ice cream contest. There's an ice cream contest downtown, and so Kendra decides to make chock full of chocolate, and she has Nancy Drew, Bess, and George taste her ice cream. They say it's really good. Then Gigi Shannon, another one of their friends, comes walking and says, "What's the secret? What's the secret?" And so Kendra has to tell Deidre. So she does tell Deidre, and Deidre promises not to tell anybody else in her show. Deidre has a channel on TV. And one day, when it's time for the sign up at the ice cream contest, Kendra's recipe for her ice cream is gone missing. She asked Nancy Drew and the Clue Crew to help her find it. And they keep looking. Their first suspect is the fan club of the ice cream store. So how they think the fan club is a suspect is because the fan club at the supermarket one day was saying, "This recipe is super secret." So to listen to what the recipe was, Bess, George, and Nancy decide to join the club. But when they have to take an ice cream taste test. They have to guess what ice cream they're eating. George gets a peanut ice cream, and she guesses correctly. Nancy gets a chocolate bar, and she also guesses correctly. But Bess gets her least favorite ice cream, Marshmallow Mountain. And so she spits it out. Then the fan club says, "We only allow members who like all flavors," so they couldn't get into the fan club. So they decide but George sneaks the recipe out when they're going, and they see that it's not Kendra's ice cream. It's oatmeal. So they move to their next suspect, Kevin Garcia. They think he's a suspect because at the supermarket he bought lots of chocolate, and that's what Kendra's ice cream was made of. So they went to Kevin's house, and then they saw him in the shed eating chocolate. A lot of chocolate. He wasn't allowed to eat chocolate, so he always tried to ask other people if they had candy. But using his birthday money, he bought chocolate, and he was eating them. They asked Kevin if he was using it to make chocks of chocolate, but he wasn't. He said he was planning to make a chocolate ice cream with it, but it wasn't chocolate. So then the contest is the very next day. So Nancy Drew is very worried that they might not find Kendra's recipe. But something lucky happens on the last moment. George's mom, Lois, is planning a birthday party for Mayor Strong. And there are menus. And on the menus is chock full of chocolate. And so they go to Mayor Strong's house to ask him who gave him the chock of chocolate. And Mayor Strong says, Mr. Drippy. Mr. Drippy is one of the meanest ice cream person in the whole town. But they see Mr. Drippy's son skateboarding down the road. So they decide to ask him. And Henderson, Mr. Drippy's son, says, well, I found a recipe on the ground yesterday and it said, chock's full of chocolate. And so Nancy said, well, that recipe belonged to Kendra. So instead of walking away hopeless, Henderson let Nancy come to his father, Mr. Drippy's truck. Then Henderson said to Mr. Drippy, well, the recipe that you found was actually this little girl's here. And Kendra says, it's okay. It was a mistake. And on the day of the competition, Kendra didn't have any ice cream, but Mr. Drippy offered her ice cream. So they entered it in the competition. Nancy, Drew, and the Clue Crew could not win because their ice cream had turned into a mushy milkshake. But another person named Kevin Garcia won because he made a fruit ice cream. And that's the end of the story. Hope you liked the summary. Now, some new words. Brat, annoying child, muttered, talk in a low voice, slurp, to make a sucking noise while eating or drinking, glance, to take a quick look, grin, broadly smile. That's all for this video. I hope you like it. Subscribe if you like the video and tell me in the comments if you learned anything new. Bye!